Hello, my LLED 201 students. This is a short video to help you write your research plan. So we're all going to write a research plan about kombucha, and we're going to do it in 5 stages. So let's go. Stage 1 is our background. You want to think about your research domain. So think about the discipline you're interested in. That might be something like ecology, or it might be writing from the point of view of health and wellness and medicine. You might be interested in chemistry or things like sustainability and sustainable products. You can use that research domain or your field also as your participant. So you can use it in sentences like ecology has, or the field of alternative medicine has, or chemistry is often interested in. And in a sentence like that, chemistry is your participant, also your theme. All right, so also in stage 1, we're going to look at a specific research question. So this is going to come from your topic. We've got 2 to choose from, so they're both about kombucha, but you're going to choose option A or B, which we'll go through in just a second. And for both of them, you'll need to cite 2 sources. So you'll need to cite 2 previous studies that you can use in your introduction. We want to write from general to specific. So remember, as you're getting more specific and you start to paraphrase and cite your sources, that you can use in-text citations at the end of your sentences, but you can also use them as a participant. So use the last name and the date. You can also use them as a circumstance. So according to, and then use your author's name, kombucha fermented, There's also some keywords that might help here. So I would expect sentences to start with some of these types of words like pH, fermentation, kombucha, health and wellness, but not people. Remember that we are not writing about people, so I do not want to see the word people in your research plan. Okay, now we're going to move to stage 2. So you want to identify the knowledge gap in your research question. So a knowledge gap is something that we don't know yet. It's not published in the literature in the library yet. So it's a gap. So we want to think about what kind of gap we can write about. And they're going to be different for option A and option B. So let's look at option A first. So looking at stage 3 for option A in your methods of how you would fill a gap. So the experiment is going to be with 3 batches of kombucha. They're fermented under the same conditions, but the independent variable is different types of tea. The dependent variable is pH levels. That will measure over 14 days. So we're going to use black tea, green tea, and red tea. In option B, we're going to have 3 batches of kombucha, and they're still fermented under the same conditions, but instead of using different types of tea, we're going to use different amounts of the SCOBY, or the biofilm. So 3 different amounts of SCOBY, of biofilm, in jar 1, 2, and 3, but the dependent variable is still pH, measured over 14 days. So you can see there we've got our pictures of our SCOBYs and our weights. Okay, in stage 4, you're going to evaluate the plan. So you want to restate the purpose. You can state a hypothesis, a guess if you have one, that's optional. You do want to go over limitations and the value of the research. So you can think about limitations, things like limited equipment, because we have home conditions. There's some other ones on Canvas that'll help you think of limitations. And then also want to make sure that you're still ending with the value of the research. The very last thing will be your references. Hopefully this will be easy because the references are listed already in APA style on Canvas. So you need to pull out the 3 to 5 sources that you used of the 7 and put them in alphabetical order. And happy researching!